Okay, in this video we're actually going to go ahead and take a look and see how the Interwrite tablet can be used in class. This is for a math class in middle school, and it's very basic. Again, this is just to give you an idea of some of the things that you can do with the tablet. So first off, here on the first page, before class, I've gone ahead and typed up the objective. You see here there's a large blank space. That's so that if I want to take any notes or write any reminders to students, like for example to remember to write this down in your notebook, I have a space where I can do that. And you know, this is essentially again at this point it's just working as a whiteboard, although I've saved this. Obviously this is an old lesson that I've taught, just showing you guys for the purposes of giving you an idea of what you can do with the Interwrite tablet. Okay, so there you go. You have a little note to the students and the objective of what they're working on today. You could also, of course, you go ahead and you know, if you want to use a highlighter, highlight things in the objective, some key vocabulary words. You could write down, you could just go ahead and write a definition right next to those vocabulary words, whatever you might want to do. Okay. As we go on from the objective, you see here, I actually have a piece of graph paper. This isn't, I didn't draw this up in the program here with the Interwrite tablet. I actually just went to mathbits.com, grabbed a page of graph paper here, just captured an image, and I've gone ahead and just written directly on that page. So here again, I typed this. I grabbed this graph in advance, and I typed this question: what is the slope of this line? And gave the students some instruction on how to do it. And then went ahead and just with Interwrite Pen, I've gone ahead and written out for them exactly what the steps that they can take to solve this. Now here, you know, as I'm writing this out, the students would be copying this down in their notebooks, for example, or just, you know, maybe just watching as part of the lesson. But in middle school, we have them copying this down in their notes as they're watching the lesson unfold. Okay. The next page here, we have just another example of working with slope. Again, just partly typed. Here we just have the graph paper, so I'm writing actually right on that web page, and it's recording and saving it. And then as we continue with the lesson, you can see it trying something a little bit harder. So here I wasn't actually giving them graph paper, I was actually making them work through the math. And again, we have the type directions over here on this side, and this whole area where you can actually, you know, write and they can see what's going on. You can, if you need more room, you can click on these arrows to either go down this way or over this way to get more room to write. If you want to extend your page, you can just keep scrolling down, adding more and more and more. If you want to do it that way, you can. Okay, we'll go ahead to the next page here. Now here I gave them a sample problem to try. As they tried, of course, you could go ahead and do this with them. You know, just go ahead and work it out with them, and as you're working it out with them, they could go through and check their work, you know. So very simple use of the whiteboard. Just at this point, we're sort of just using the tablet as a regular whiteboard or blackboard in a classroom, except again, you're mobile, you can stand anywhere in the class and interact with your kids that way. You can stand right next to a student, or even sit right next to a student who needs additional help, rather than being stuck at the front of the classroom. Okay, again, another page where I just use the pen to write out a problem here. And I like to be able to go back to that objective. So here with our page sorter, as we get to the end of the lesson, we can just go back to that objective, go over it one more time, make sure we covered all the points on that objective. You know, we've done these different things. And make sure the students understand. The students maybe have them say what they've learned in their own words, or whatever you want to do. You can go back through the entire presentation if you like, just to review. It's all right there, and again, like I said, you can save it. This particular one is saved. So next year, when it comes to teaching this lesson, we already have some of the work done. In addition, actually, what I did with this lesson is not only did I save the slides we did, but I actually recorded this as I went through and did the slides. Now I did not do this with any sound, or any meaningful sound I should say. So the next video that's posted on our website actually shows this lesson as it was played for the students. Now of course as you play it you can just pause the video if the students need a little bit more time to learn, but the next video is essentially this lesson recorded as it happened. So you can see part of it was typed up previously to the students coming into the classroom, and other things were written on. They sort of appeared on the video as as the lesson was playing. The benefit of doing that, again, like I said, number one, you could use that to flip your classroom, where the students are watching the lesson at home, either on a DVD or on a YouTube video. But in this case, I actually record the lesson ahead of time and was in the class with the students. So the benefit of doing that was actually that as the students were watching a lesson, I didn't have to write anything. My responsibilities were basically to completely focus on the students, make sure that they are taking notes, that they're getting their questions answered and things like that. I didn't have to write a single thing. I could simply pause the lesson if there was a question, but most of the time I just was there available to assist the students with help. So it's sort of similar. It's sort of a similar idea to flipping the classroom, although you're not totally flipping the classroom. You're just freeing yourself up as a teacher quite a bit more to help and assist students. So again, this is just one presentation. The next video shows that lesson as it was unfolding. And again, I think there's some background sound, but I just played that video on mute while I was teaching that class. You could, of course, record sound like I am for this video as you go through the lesson, and have the students watch the lesson at home. Okay, all right. So thanks for watching this little snippet, and if you're interested in seeing how the lesson unfolded, that's the next YouTube video on our school website. All right.